What's up, everybody? It's Luke James, not the singer. If you're looking to get your music reviewed, you can hit up this email that's right here. But today, I'm just going to hit you up with 10 more great albums from 2017. Now, I already did my top 20 list. Make sure you check that one out if you haven't. But there was just so much good music that came out in 2017, and I wanted to make sure I showed some more love. So consider these 10 projects that were in the mix for the top 20, but didn't quite make the cut. All that said, this list isn't in order, so just take it for what it is. More dope music to check out. And we're going to start it off with the first entry. Again, the shit ain't in order, but I'm going to talk about Giggs's mixtape called Wamp to Them. I really found myself coming back to this one a lot just because of all the damn bangers on this thing. I love the production throughout this, and I know Giggs's rap style is something that people are split on because he has that monotone vocal delivery, but I completely fuck with it. I think it sounds great on this production, and he has some great features as well. This is just one of those tapes I've come back to when I want some bangers and big bass. And another album that I've really been playing a lot is NERD's No One Ever Really Dies. I know this one came out not even that long ago, but in spite of that, I've been playing it pretty much daily. You get some of that unique experimental production that you expect from NERD, and there are plenty of catchy moments from Pharrell. Throw in some political undertones, a lot of great content and lyrics to pick at, and you get a very solid project. One of my gripes was that the second half wasn't that strong, but there were still a couple of good songs there, so make sure you check that out if you haven't. And the next project that I'm going to throw out there as an honorable mention or underrated gem is Jidenna's album, The Chief. This one was really one of the biggest surprises of the year to me because I thought he was just going to be a one-hit wonder, man. He came out with that track classic, man. That shit was going crazy everywhere, and I thought maybe he was just going to do that and not much else. But he certainly proved me wrong with this album because not only is he doing a wide variety of sounds, rapping, singing, borrowing from other genres, he also came through with a lot of great content. It was very interesting to learn about him and his Nigerian heritage and just some of the things that he's been through. So that's a very high quality project that you want to peep. And up next, we have Toro y Moi's album, Boo Boo. Toro is just one of these artists who is doing something new every time he drops a new project, so I was excited to check this one out, and it really didn't let me down. Now, I wasn't that big on some of the auto-crooning he had on this thing, and that's part of why it didn't make my list, but there are still so many great songs on here. I love that he's messing around with some 80s aesthetic. You get a lot of synth work on here and some very smooth, hazy vibes. So this is an album that I've been coming back to when I just want something nice and chill. In particular, I got to shout out the song You and I. It's one of my favorite tracks this year, and it works nice as a lullaby for when my kids are acting up and I need them just to calm down, maybe go to sleep. Not saying that in any type of bad way, like it's a boring track, just saying it's very relaxing and mellow, so I do appreciate that about a lot of songs on that album. And up next, we got DJ Quik and Problems' album Rosecrans. They did release a little EP before this, then they extended it to a full project, and it certainly didn't disappoint. You get lots of great production on here, as you would expect from DJ Quik, but Problem is messing around with some beats as well, so there's a nice variety. You're getting lots of sample-based shit, and also some summertime G-Funk vibes. I really fuck with this one a lot, especially as a DJ Quik fan, so I'm hoping he gives us a solo record this year, just because I want more from him. But in spite of that, I think this is one of the best collaboration records of the year, and easily a project that people slept on. And up next, I gotta shout out Rick Ross's Rather You Than Me. Simply put, I think this is some of his best work in years, and you are getting the usual shit that you expect from Rick Ross. Some bangers, some lavish, smooth, luxurious tracks, and there was some nice content on here as well. He was getting a bit more introspective and deep on some of these songs, and of course, he just rode out on Birdman, so that shit was pretty crazy too. Thought that was a great song there, Idols Become Rivals. And I also got to show love to Thundercat for his album Drunk. This was easily one of the most unique projects of the year, but one of the things that held it back was that it was so long, and I thought it was kind of fillerish in some spots, maybe got a little bit draggy for my taste, but still, man, there were a lot of tracks on this thing that I loved. I love the bass work throughout it, I love his soft vocals, and it was pretty cool how he's just doing so many different things on here. You get a unique blend of funk, a lot of different genres coming into play, so it's just fun, funny, and thought-provoking all at the same time. And the next album that I got to show love to is also kind of funny. I'm talking about Devin the Dude's Acoustic Levitation. Devin is an artist who doesn't stray too far from his formula. He's always funny, always hitting you with smooth beats and some of the best hooks you'll ever hear. And that's exactly what you get on this one, man. I love the storytelling, a lot of wavy ass beats and great vocals, as I said, so I can't hate on this, man. If you're a fan of Devin, you know what he does, and he didn't disappoint here. So shout out to Devin the Dude for always coming through. And another artist who's been around for quite a while is MC8, and his project Which Way is West really impressed me, man. I love the sample-based production on here from DJ Premier and Frank Sinatra, and there were also just some great features on this thing, man. You got a lot of West Coast legends, guys like Corrupt, Exhibit, and even Lady of Rage. Lady of Rage is actually in the hospital. I don't know what it is. I've just seen that recently. So, you know, show some love to Lady of Rage. Hopefully everything's all right with her. But this is just a really dope album, man. Some legendary West Coast shit, but kind of with a twist, because it's not just on G-Funk beats. You're getting some more East Coast sample-based shit. So I thought that was a really dope record, man. That was really close in the mix for my top 20. And last but not least, again, the shit ain't in order. I'm talking about Jaron Benton's The Mink Coat Killer LP. This just had bars all over it, as you would expect from Jaron, and I like all the Wu-Tang elements throughout, not just with the samples, but also the wordplay and the production. It was very cool how he was showing love to such an iconic group, but also putting a twist on it, man. This was a great project, also had some nice features on there, Elzai and Nick Grant snapping on this bitch, a couple of other people, so I think this is a pretty solid list, man. Those are 10 more albums that you gotta check out. I guarantee you won't be disappointed with all of them. You'll like 1 or 2 or 3 or 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Check them out for yourself if you haven't, man. But these are some dope albums, and maybe next year I'll make a longer list. Basically, if I did a top 30, these ones probably would have been in there. So, you know what? Show them some love. And like I always say, show me some love too. You know where my social media sites are at, so you know, give me some likes, comments, share my shit around. You know how it goes, man. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.